Chevrolet. Man, that new edition, man. I'm telling you, bro, that's that work right there, man. That's that work, man. But still, Bills, what's the deal, man? Yo, it is beautiful in the town today, man. We're supposed to be hitting like 82 or something like that, man. Oh my God, man. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day, man. But I'm heading to the cribbage, man. But listen, man, I've been trying to put this off for a minute. But I can't do it no more, man. We got to rap about this Earl Spence versus Jordanis Ugas fight, man. The closer the fight gets, the more amped I'm getting for it, man. Because, like I said, I never thought it was a bad fight. I just thought it was corny how he went about doing it. I thought it was corny how the PBC went about offering Stanionis a step-aside bag, that step-aside bag, so Spence can, fixate, can focus on fighting Ugas instead of going and getting that bud. I thought that was the lamest thing in the world. But I've always maintained my position of this actually being a dope fight, because I do think it's a dope fight. I'm not mad at this fight. I'm just mad at how they went about making the fight. That's all I've ever said. But I want to get into some shit. Like I'm seeing a lot of people kind of just like shoo off Ugas, like, man, Spence is gonna do this and Spence is gonna do that. I think the biggest Spence's biggest attribute to his game is his jab. How methodical he is with his jab, how consistent he is with his jab, and his body is so, how he taps the body. He likes to operate around about mid distance, and he doesn't take that step in unless he wants. He has you completely bent to his will. He's not a dude who likes to bang in the pocket. And there's this theory that people I've heard. I still keep hearing people say that he wanted to fight Porter in that manner that he fought him, and I just completely disagree with that, because you see the level of discomfort that he was under fighting Porter like that. He's not used to fighting at that pace, and he's damn sure not used to fighting somebody who can spin him and turn him on the inside and put his, spin him and put his back on the ropes. I disagree with that theory, but nonetheless, the dude has an impeccable jab, man. Really good distance control, really good body assault. He's a fundamentally sound fighter. But before we even get into that, man, you look at Ugas, man. Ugas has a good jab, good jab. Ugas has a really good jab his damn self, man, and he taps to the body well. I don't think he's not as prolific as a body puncher as Earl Spence, but Ugas does dig to the body. He does dig to the body. He's not necessarily known for digging to the body, but he most definitely taps the body. He doesn't abandon the body assault. He doesn't abandon breaking you down. And fuck it. We just gonna get right into it, man. I've yet to see Spence make adjustments on the fly. I've yet to see that, man. I was talking to somebody and they was just super dick riding, and we got on the fight between Spence and Kell Brook, and Spence never really made he didn't make adjustments in that fight whatsoever. There was no adjustments made, and I think that's kind of going to be the type of fight that we get to see between. I think it's going to mirror a lot more of Kell Brook and Spence with that fight, because of how they both like to fight. But we didn't get that. I didn't see adjustments being made. I kept seeing Spence get countered. I kept seeing Spence get his jab countered over the top with the lead left hook. I kept seeing that. And we have to take into consideration that Kell Brook just jumped up 2 weight divisions to go fight Golovkin, who was a monster in the division, and beat years off of that man's career. Then he jumps back down 2 divisions to go and fight Earl Spence. Now, I'm never going to be the dude to take that victory away from him, because I think he earned it, honestly, because despite the drastic, fluctuation in weight, Brook was still pushing him. Brook was still pushing him, and Earl Spence persevered. So I'm not going to take that win away from him, but there is variables to that win. We can't disregard that man. I've never. Sean Porter is more of a workhorse than Earl Spence. He did not gas like that against Sean Porter. He didn't gas like that. And Sean Porter is a lot more rough and rugged with his just how he fights. He's gonna make you work. He has a very high work rate. And not Earl Spence has a high work rate as well, but it's a different type of work rate. As long as he can maintain distance, I bet that, man. But when you take that step in and they're trying to get in on the inside and force you back, that's a different type of work rate right there. And he didn't gas like that with Sean Porter, but he gassed like that with Earl Spence. You have to consider that. But nonetheless, that's not a win that we can take away from him. I won't do that. I won't do that at all. But the point is, he was never able to really adjust to that lead, that lead left hook over the top of Spence's jab. He was never really able to adjust to that. He just kept the pressure on, and broke. Exhaustion kicked in. You can attribute that to whatever it is you want to attribute it to, but exhaustion did kick in. So I'm looking at that, and I'm looking at their common opponent with Sean Porter, and I'm looking at the things that made Earl Spence really look vulnerable. I'm looking. The attributes that Sean Porter was used to make Earl Spence look a lot more vulnerable than we ever seen. Those attributes wasn't really effective with Ugas. They were somewhat blanketed. And I'm sitting back and I'm like, yo, just how do like Spence is more of a, he has a higher output than Ugas. Nobody is gonna doubt that. However, Ugas is looking to counter. He's looking to counter. So he wants you to open up and throw those combinations. He'll let you get off early. He'll let you get those, he'll get your punch patterns down and see where you like to punch from and what shots you like to set up. And all right, cool. Let me get, let me download your information a little bit more before I start to punish you for throwing so much. I've seen him do that, and he's a very calculated counterpuncher. He's a very calculated counterpuncher. I'm sitting back and I'm like, how does Earl Spence adjust to the arsenal that Ugas has? Because I dare to say Ugas may even be stronger than Earl Spence. When Sean Porter fought Spence, he was able to push Spence back. Could it be the strength? It could be strength, or it could just be Ugas just knowing how to fight better in the clinch. It could be that. Because Ugas was a lot more calculated in the clinch when they fought in them close quarters. Like I said, he would plant his feet, he would dig to the body, and he would push Sean Porter back. Like, I'm not letting you, no, you're not, the minute you bull rush me, I'm standing right here. I'm standing right here, and unless you knock me down or show me something that I gotta respect, I'm not going to waver and bend to your will. It's not gonna happen. And he showed that. He would, he would tap the body, go downstairs to the body, and push Sean Porter back. As to where Earl Spence was uncomfortably backing up and uncomfortably fighting at a pace that he's not prone to fighting at. And it caused him to get hit a lot more in that fight. Like, Sean Porter didn't hit Ugas as much as he hit Spence. He hit Spence a whole lot more than he hit Ugas. So it's a head scratcher, man. I'm sitting, I'm like, I'm not so sure that Spence wins this fight. I'm not. You got to take into consideration the eye injury. You have to. I don't want that to be a factor. I do not want that to be a factor. You know what? We'll even say this. Fuck the eye injury. just on skill set alone, I'm having a hard time picking Earl Spence to win this fight fairly. Now, Ugas is at a disadvantage because he's fighting in Texas. In Dallas, Texas, AT&T Stadium. He's at a disadvantage going. He's like Tim Bradley said, he's already down on the scorecards as is. So he's going to have to go to infinity and beyond to get this victory. And I'm listening to Ismail Salas, and he's like, he's I dare say he's predicting a stoppage or something. I'm not gonna say that because Spence ain't never as much as been dropped in a professional bout. He's never been dropped, to my knowledge. I could be wrong, but I've never heard of him being dropped. But it's hard to think of a scenario where that I'm overly confident that Spence is gonna, squeak out a victory in this fight. Because one thing that Ugas does is, it's the essence of B-hop. Eventually, your work rate begins to deplete itself because you're not hitting him clean and you're getting countered. And it's not like it's clear counters. It's counter. It's over. It's down the pipe with the straight hand. It's to the body. It's all. He's hitting you cleanly. He is making you miss and he's punishing you for it. Now, with Spence is a workhorse, that is going to lead to more counterpunch opportunities for the likes of the Yordanis Ugas. Now, I think Spence being, he wants to get back in here and improve himself, so I think that's going to play a factor as well. Like, nah, man, y'all think y'all really got me fucked up because that car accident that I'm overjoyed that he survived. It's the car accident, and then, he loses out on a big payday with Manny Pacquiao due to suffering an eye injury in sparring. So I think Spence is gonna, I think he had, he's a lot more motivated to get in here and prove to the people that, man, I'm not a spent fighter. I still got years left in me, and I got plans. As far as this division is concerned and the next division, because they said he got 2 more fights at welterweight, and then he's jumping up to junior middleweight, which is that's what's up. But I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I'm really having a hard time picking Spence. I really am having a hard, but I'm not overly sure about Ugas as well. I mean, just inactivity is gonna kill him. That's gonna kill him on the scorecards, man. I mean, you can't. It's a Texas fight. It's a Texas fight, man. So when you look at it like that, you gotta, man, I don't know, bro. Like, are you y'all gonna play us on the cards or what? Because they're gonna, whatever round Spence is more active in, they're gonna be looking to give him those rounds, even if it's not effective. If it's not effective offense, they're gonna be looking to give him that round. If he's simply fencing with the jab and not looking to land it, they're gonna give him that round. They're gonna give him that round, as they should. We home court. I get that, man. You should, man. LeBron gets certain calls that DeMar DeRozan isn't going to get. There's a reason for that. It's understandable. It'd piss me off if I was going for the Bulls, but it's understandable. So, I don't know, man. I'm really conflicted on this fight. I'm seeing people talk about stoppages and all that, and I'm like, man, Earl ain't stopped nobody. He hasn't stopped nobody since Ocampo, man. Like, he ain't. That man down shit is out the window, if you ask me. I don't see him man down in no goddamn Ugas. Do I see him dropping Ugas? I'm not sure. I don't see Spence getting dropped. I damn sure don't see him getting stopped neither. I heard my man Mark, shout out Mark, on Rival Boxing Talk. I heard him say, yeah, he has Ugas stopping Spence. I cannot agree with that. But I'm really conflicted on who I have winning this fight, man. Because you know, I don't want to sound like a Spence hater, and I do see the skill there, but I can't help but look at the two fights that really pushed him, that really maxed him out, being Kell Brook and Sean Porter, and how he was never able to adjust in those fights. Ugas is bigger and stronger than Sean Porter, and he, you know, I think his powers are a bit more profound than Sean Porter's. So I don't know, man. That is really, it has me honestly kind of leaning towards Ugas. It does. I feel like Ugas is gonna win in the hearts of the fans, but lose on the judges' scorecard. That's how I'm feeling. The fans are gonna be like, yo, man, nah, Ugas won that fight. But because we still have these plans for a Spence versus Bud fight, Spence is gonna get the nod. That's how I'm feeling about it, man. I just can't disregard that. I can't disregard the inability to make adjustments, man. I can't disregard that. I can't disregard somebody who likes to operate around about mid-distance and work off of the jab, and that's where Ugas likes to counter at. He likes to operate mid-ring and punt. All right, cool, throw that shit. Miss me, bow, hold that. I'm really just, I'm a little conflicted right now, man. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. Fuck it, man. I'm leaning with Ugas. I gotta go Ugas. Like I said, Ugas in the hearts of the fans, but he loses on the cards. In a competitive fight, it's gonna be competitive. He ain't finna go in there and watch Spence, and Spence ain't finna go in there and watch Ugas. I don't think that at all. But I am having a very hard time picking Spence on just the fundamentals on that alone. Because I think Spence does, they'll give him attributes that he isn't necessarily prone to having, you know what I'm saying? And they do that because, they're fans of him, as they should be, man. Spence is a good fighter. But I'm sitting back and I'm looking at it and I'm just like, yo, how do you... Nah, man. I can't. I gotta go Ugas. I gotta go Ugas, man. Unless he shows me something outworldly, I don't see him being able to, adjust to the counter punching abilities of Ugas at mid-ring. So that's how I'm feeling about it, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I just can't wait to see this shit go. Peace.